The period leading up to World War I marked a pivotal juncture in Russian history. The Romanov Empire, the largest and one of the most culturally diverse empires in the world, grappled with internal strife, modernization efforts, and an evolving geopolitical landscape. In this article, we delve into the dynamic era of pre-World War I Russia, exploring its political, social, and economic dimensions. Part I. The Tsarist autocracy. The Romanov dynasty. The Romanovs, who ruled Russia for over 3 centuries, held power through a strict autocratic system. The monarchy's authority was centralized around the Tsar, who wielded immense power over the vast empire. Serfdom and reform. The 19th century saw significant reforms, including the emancipation of serfs in 1861, a move that aimed to modernize the Russian economy and society. Part 2. The Russo-Japanese War and Revolution of 1905. Defeat and unrest. The Russo-Japanese War ended in a disastrous defeat for Russia, fueling discontent among the populace. The events of Bloody Sunday in 1905, where peaceful protesters were fired upon, further escalated tensions. The October Manifesto and the Duma. In response to mounting pressure, Tsar Nicholas II issued the October Manifesto, promising civil liberties and the establishment of a parliamentary body, the State Duma. While a step towards liberalization, the Tsar retained considerable power. Part 3. Russia's quest for modernity, industrialization, and economic growth. The late 19th and early 20th centuries witnessed rapid industrialization in Russia. Factories, railways, and urban centers proliferated, transforming the agrarian society into an industrial powerhouse. Cultural and intellectual renaissance. The period also saw a cultural renaissance, with Russian literature, arts, and sciences flourishing. Figures like Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, and Tchaikovsky contributed significantly to global culture. Part IV. The Great War and its toll on Russia. Russia enters World War I. In 1914, Russia entered World War I, initially rallying behind a wave of patriotism and nationalistic fervor. The conflict, however, would reveal the empire's structural weaknesses, war weariness, and social unrest. The war strained Russia's resources and its people. Shortages, inflation, and military losses led to widespread discontent and demands for change. Part V. The Prelude to Revolution. Rasputin and Imperial Collapse. The influence of Rasputin, a mystic and confidant to the Tsarina, further eroded public trust in the monarchy. His controversial role in court affairs exacerbated social divisions. The February Revolution of 1917. In February 1917, mass protests erupted in Petrograd, culminating in the abdication of Tsar Nicholas II and the establishment of a provisional government. Conclusion. The winds of change. Russia before World War I was a nation at a crossroads, grappling with the tensions of tradition and modernity, autocracy, and nascent demands for democracy. The strains of World War I would ultimately precipitate the Russian Revolution, setting the stage for a new era of political, social, and economic transformation in the form of the Russian Revolution of 1917 and the subsequent establishment of the Soviet Union.